Sean O'Connor is my name. I'm just outside Tipperary town. I'm milking 85 cows on about 30 hectares. Been milking since 1995. Got into cows in 95. My father died young, actually. He was only 50 years of age, so I was young, I was 10. And the farm was let out for a good few years, and I was always keen to get into cows. He had been in cows before he died, and they were sold and it was all gone. Yeah, so in 95, I was one of those people that, there was free quota going to new entrants. So I kind of had to fight to get into it actually and keep getting bits and bits of quota. But anyway, that's where I am now. I'm milking 85 cows and supplying Tipperary Co-op, new Arabon Tipperary Co-op. Grass and breeding is what I like. I love to have a nice herd of cows. So I stuck with the New Zealand Friesian black and white all the time. The herd here is a black and white herd. I moved away a little bit from it for a while, went crossbreeding, but kind of went back all black and white. And I've been black and white now for the last few years. It's always been LIC from the start. I suppose the reasoning for that as well was I kind of was always thinking that like they had a bigger gene pool to work with for a start. You had more cows. And at the time, if you go back, this is 20 years ago, 95, that you're talking about 30 years ago, it was all grass focused in New Zealand at the time when it may not have been here. And that was really what I kept on the vision that that's what I want. I want it to be grass focused. I want the cows to go out in the field, eat grass, and if I could give them no meal, that'd be great too, but look, we need a bit of meal. I didn't want to go off that path and to stick to that. So as I said, I've actually, I don't know if I bought any straws off anybody else, bar LIC, for, as long as I've been farming. I used to pick all the bulls myself, but at this stage, LIC, they have a breeding advisor, and he does the work for me. And I trust them now that they are picking what I want. So yeah, Aidan Cunningham did it for me the last few years, and William Walsh is doing it now. I used to just use whatever straws I had picked for the first 3 weeks, dairy straws, in the story. When they were gone, that was it, I moved to beef. But now I don't do that anymore. I do go through the cows now and I pick the cows that I want to breed from. And in the first 3 weeks or 4 weeks, when they come in heat, they get the bulls that are allocated through your sire advice and whatever, Whether I'm right or wrong, I've never looked at EBI. I never look at the EBI side of the page. I definitely am not going to argue with anybody that says I'm making the wrong decision there, but I haven't. It always seemed to me that yes, the cows that are doing the business, it didn't matter what EBI the bulls had when I picked them, the cows were still doing the business at the end of the day when they were producing the goods, So yeah, whether I'm right or wrong, as I said, I haven't looked at EBI, I don't look at it at all. I actually, I was looking at BW as well and taking it from that, but as I said, I just leave it to LIC now to pick out the bulls. You want everything in a cow, really. If you had your pick, you'd pick everything. You're looking through, you want something. I used to, you only wanted the cows at the top BW, as well as management. Management is huge. No point in having a herd of cows that are cross, that are slow milkers, so they can have everything else, but you like to have a nice herd of cows to milk as well, that you want to work with every day. Capacity, like it was one of the major things before was capacity. A capacious cow that could eat grass, that could turn it into milk solids. When I think back of all the old bulls, it was big capacity. So that's a big one with me. But body condition score, cow that can hold her body condition score, that doesn't work it all off her back. And obviously we'll go back and calf, So fertility, so that's the kind of cow I'm looking for. Not too big a cow. I definitely don't want the cows to start getting too big. When I see cows with too much live weight, I stay away from those ones as well.